But
Same
in
here.
Africa, people have nothing, and they're super happy.
And they're super happy. That's it.
They wake up in the morning and there's no job, there's no money, there's no food, there's no breakfast, but still they smile and they go play basketball or soccer on a. I mean, and I think that the ideas in Africa are amazing. I find it sad sometimes that a lot of the bigger companies in the world who have kind of the money and the potential to really drive a change there are, I'm not saying they're backing off, but they're investing differently in Germany than in Africa, or in the UAE differently than Africa. And I think the potential. I mean, but the problem is with Africa a bit that I spoke to one of my bosses a few months ago or something, and we spoke about Africa. And in Microsoft, I had this kind of, after a big business review, Google made a big announcement about an Africa data center in Kenya.
Okay.
And nothing happened. And I was so fed up with that. I said, we need to do an Africa plan in Microsoft. So I started an Africa plan, which became Microsoft for Africa. And it's still there. I'm very proud of that. If you ask me, just before I die, what are you proud of? This is probably one of the things I would be very proud of.
More, yeah.
And it was all about not investing, but kind of teaching, starting small businesses, starting startups, helping the governments go digital. They were the progress. And Microsoft spent a lot of money in it and a lot of effort. But the problem is a bit that the return is a much longer return than a company would normally expect. It's not a 3-year or 2-year return. It's probably a 20-year return, which is very hard to sell to the stock market, for example.
Of course,
I mean, we're going to invest in Africa $20 billion and we get a return in 20 years. They kill you.
Of course.
Very simple.
Of
So,
course.
but I think the potential is there. I mean, even if they would put a gate around Africa, the internal market, Africa,
Massive.
it's crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's self-sustained. I mean, I think what happened is, I mean, this is what we study in history and others, the colonization,
Yeah.
the exploitation, the sort of taking advantage of all of this goodness and all of this kind of
Taking, mainly
yeah,
taking. Yeah.
and obviously recruiting those bad actors somewhere. I mean, I don't know personally. I have no experience. This is not my field of research. I'm just talking whatever
No,
I
I
hear.
agree, man. I mean, look, it's not my field of research, but I mean, I'm somebody who's been to
Yeah, exactly. You have
many
first-hand experience.
African countries. Yeah. I mean, same with Nigeria. I love Nigeria. I can tell you, I had the best parties in my life in Lagos.
Really?
Really? Oh man, I mean, crazy stories. Not for a podcast because my wife will kill me. But, she wasn't my wife then, by the way, just to set the
To set the scene clear. Eh?
But I mean, and there's so much opportunity there. But if you talk to somebody over here, you say, "Yeah, I'm a company from Nigeria," they send you away.